All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are preparing for our Unit 1 final test. This is the review. Everything you need to know is on here. You're going to study smartly or intelligently for your final test. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yusuf, you ready? All right. Integers. Somebody tell me quickly what an integer is. It's one of your vocab words. Samira, as loud as you can talk.
A negative or positive number.
It's got to be a whole number or not a whole number?
Whole number.
It's got to be a whole number or the opposite of that whole number, right? Or any whole number. Okay, so you're going to have to do things like explain what a loss of 20 is using a negative. Explain what a gain of 9 is using a positive. You're going to have to compare and order integers. Which one is bigger, which one is smaller, using greater than and less than signs. Number 2, your strength. This is your strength. As a group, you guys killed order of operations on your quiz. Remember, you have to obviously know PEMDAS. You have to have that memorized. It's not going to be in the classroom for you to look at. And then you have to show every single step in order of operations. You've been doing that for a long time now this year. Absolute value. You have to do absolute value both with just single numbers like 4 and -4, and absolute value with operations. When you have an operation like 2 minus 3 in absolute value, make sure you actually do the math, then find the absolute value of that operation in the end, like you see in your notes for number 3. The biggest problem for all of my kids in math, and I don't care what level of math you're in, is adding and subtracting integers, Hamza. Adding and subtracting integers is the biggest problem. Somebody tell me what you should use when adding and subtracting integers. What is the one tool that is going to be the most beneficial to you when adding and subtracting integers, Danny? What's the one tool you should use when adding and subtracting integers? A number line. Number line. On your scratch paper, when you have a problem like 2 minus 3 or -4 minus 3, like you see in your notes here, draw a number line. Actually physically use your pencil to move each single spot, Marissa, up and down that number line. Right? I'm telling you, this is our problem area. I just ate lunch with Mrs. Stay, who worked on adding and subtracting integers in the review, and she said, oh, I'm nervous. Because it's a struggle. It's a struggle for all of them. Okay, let's prove her wrong. Let's prove her wrong. So number lines, I think, are the key for that. Multiplying and dividing integers, probably the second best skill in this class. Still got to review it, still got to know it. Got to know the rules for multiplying and dividing integers, but you guys did pretty good with that on both multiplying and dividing. Okay, still look at it. Coordinate grids. We just finished coordinate grids. It looked pretty good. Remember, x first, y second. X goes, y goes to the, x goes up, y goes to the, where do you always start? Always start at the origin. Remember, it's 2 number lines. You have 2 number lines when you're talking about a coordinate grid. One goes across, one goes up and down. When you're going to the right, you're going to the positives. When you're going up, you're going to the negatives. You didn't listen to me. When you're going right, you're going to the positive. And then when you're going up, you're also going to the positive. When you're going to the left, you're going to the negative. When you're going down, you're going to the negative. And then make sure you label, make sure you double check your work. When is the next time you're going to watch this video or look at these notes? Tomorrow. At the very latest, 24 hours from now. You have class, you can do it during your plus time, throw your headphones off, on, look at these notes. Could you look at them tonight too?
Yeah.
Could you even watch this video tonight?
Yeah.
Remember, the things you're reviewing are the review that you've had since the beginning of the chapter. Answer key is given to you in Schoology. The review quiz you just took today. Look at what you got right and what you got wrong. All of the right and wrong, all of the right answers are listed there for you. So if you got something wrong, it tells you what was right. If you can understand your review, if you can understand the quiz, if you got these notes and you know what you're doing, you will be golden for the final test on Tuesday of next week. Questions before we stop?
Nope.